Good day, friends. My name is Paulo de Alba, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Today's gospel is taken from Matthew chapter 9, verses 32 to 38. While they were going out, a man who was demon-possessed and could not talk was brought to Jesus. And when the was driven out, the man who had been mute spoke. The crowd was amazed and said, "Nothing like this has ever been seen in Israel." But the Pharisees said, "It is by the prince of demons that he drives out demons." Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowd, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers in the field." When we look at the news today, when we hear of stories, and it's full of suffering, it's full of people getting angry, full of people fighting, wars, uh, famine, storms, everything. There's so many disasters, so many people being harassed, being trapped in their situations. And lately, I've been watching a lot of high-speed chases. And, when you look at the news, there's so many disasters, so many wrong things going in this world. And you can look at it and you can feel helpless. And probably it's the same way what Jesus saw in his time, looking at the people around, lacking hope, lacking direction. And many of us may feel that way today. And this gospel reminds us of three things. Number one, it reminds us of the mission of Jesus. That is to proclaim the good news of the kingdom and what the kingdom can bring in our lives. And the kingdom of Jesus, the kingdom of God in our lives can bring freedom from all the bondages of sin or even situations that we are in this world. That's the first thing. And with that mission, he heals people. For the gospel today, he healed a man who was mute. It's a physical healing, but he comes not only for physical healing, but even for mental, physical, psychological. Jesus wants to heal every part of our body, every part of us, that we may recognize his love, that we may in turn choose to love him back. Second, that it reminds us of is that we have a choice. We have a choice to believe that in Jesus, to believe in his mission, to believe that he can forgive us, to believe that we are called to be with him forever. We can choose to believe in him. Our hearts can be softened to believe in the miracles that he's been showing us. Or we can be like the Pharisees, that no matter how much he has shown, we'd still have hardened hearts and not believe, and even ridicule him, and even say that he actually comes from demons or heals from the power of demons. He was still judged differently. But we have a choice to believe him. We have a choice to continue to get to know him, that our faith in him will increase. So first, that it reminds us of is one, his mission to proclaim the good news of the kingdom. And second, that we have a choice to believe in him. We have a choice to answer his call for us, the knocking on the doors for us, to continue to believe in him, to continue to get to know him. And lastly, it reminds us that there is work to be done, that the proper response for us is to actually share to others the good news as well in our lives. And how do we do that? By simply living out our lives. In whatever bondage we are freed from, in whatever situation we have been healed from, it's only but right for us to share the good news that, hey, this is what Jesus has done for me, and this is what he can do for you. And there is a call right now, and we can choose to answer the call, or we can choose to ignore it or disobey it. It's up to you. The call is to do the same to other people around us. There are so many people suffering around us, even within our own families. the call is to be like Jesus to them. Are you going to answer the call? Or are you going to ignore it? Have a blessed week, my friends, and God bless you.